Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurave Sarvalokana Vishaje Bhavarogina Nithaye Sarvavidyana Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Ishvaro Gurunatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Devaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Sakshat Kritam Dayanandam Paramarthasvarupinam Tattvajnana Prashastaram Pranatosmi Param Padam Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 47th class. You can repeat after me the prayer verse. Vasudevendra Yogendram Natva Jnanapradam Gurum
Vasudevendra Yogindram Natva Jnanapradam Gurum
Shonam Hitarthaya Tattvabodho Vidhiyate
Mamukshunam Hitarthaya Tattvabodho Vidhiyate
Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannadikarinam
Sadhana
Chatushtaya Sampannadikarinam
Moksha Sadhana Bhutam
Moksha Sadhana Bhutam
Tattva Viveka Prakaram Vakshyamaha
Vivekam Prakaram Bhakhyamaha
Sadhana Chatushtayam Kim
Sadhana Chatushtayam Kim
Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha
Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha
Amutrartha Phalabhoga Virakaha
Ihamutrartha Phalabhoga Viragaha
Shamadhi Shatka Sampattihi
Shamadhi Shakta Sampattihi
Mumukshutvam Cheti
Mamukshutvam Cheti
Tattva Vivekaha Kaha
Tattva
Vivekaha Kaha
Ma Satyaha
Atma Satyaha
Tadanyata Sarvam Mithya Iti.
Tadanyata Sarvam Mithya
iti.
So in the last class we saw The last and even the class before that, we are discussing the topic Tattvabodha. Tattvabodha kaha. Atma is Satyam. Tadanyata Sarvam, that is Anatma is Mithya iti. Even though we saw in detail what is Atma, what is Mithya, what is Satyam, and what is Anatma, we discussed in the class. But here, the author will not take it for granted. So himself is going to describe or define what is Atma. So that is a connection. So Atma, this definition, Tattvabodha, which means the definition of Tattvabodha is Atma Satyaha. So Atma is a new word. And the Shishya hears the word Atma. He doesn't know what Atma is. So there will be question in the mind. What is Atma? And what is Anatma? And what is Satyam? What is Mithya? So therefore, the next question will be, what is Atma? That is going to be the question on the part of the Shishya that we can read. After discussing the topic Tattvabodha, we discussed, now we are going to discuss in the line of the text, what is Atma? Since already we have created a background, we know very well what Atma is. So this definition will be easily understood. We can read. Atma kaha.
Atma kaha.
Akaha.
Stula sukshma karana sharirat vyatiriktaha.
Stula sukshma karana sharirat vyatiriktah.
Panchakoshatitaha san.
Panchakoshatitah san.
Avastatraya sakshi.
Vastatraya sakshi.
Satchidananda rupaha san.
Satchidananda
Chidananda
rupah
Rupaha
san.
San.
Yaha tishtati.
Yaha
Yahadashtati.
Sa atma.
sa
Sa
atma.
Atma.
This is the definition of Atma. What is Atma? Stula sukshma karana sharirat vyatiriktaha avastatraya sakshi Satchidananda rupaha san yaha tishtati saha Atma. So here the author defines Atma. The definition, he says what is Atma and also what is Anatma. So if the question is Atma kaha, the answer should be what is Atma. But the answer is not only in response to the question what is Atma, and also what Anatma is, because that also will be there in the mind of the Shishya. When he asks Atma, he must not be knowing what is Anatma also. So therefore the Acharya, he says what is Atma and what is Anatma, both he says. What is Atma and what is Anatma. Do you hear any noise on my side?
No, Guruji.
Okay.
No, Guruji.
Okay, fine. Now, what is Atma? Stula Sukshma Karana Sharirat Vyatiriktah. So, Sharirat Vyatiriktah. different from the shariram. Shariram means body. So different from the body. And Panchakoshatitaha san. Panchakosha. Kosha, here we can translate the word kosha as the level of experience, which is above the 5 levels of experience. Atitaha, above. And who is the avastatraya sakshi? Sakshi means witness. Avastatraya means 3 states of existence or 3 states of experience, and which is Satchidanandaha, Satchidananda Rupaha, which is of the form Sat, Chit and Ananda. That is Atma. The one which is different from Stula, Sukshma, Karana, Sharira. Stula means gross, Sukshma is subtle, Karana is causal. 3 bodies, different from the 3 bodies, and which is above the 5 levels of experience, Pancha Kosha Atitaha, which is the witness to all the 3 states of existence, that is waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state, and which is in the form of Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat means existence. Chit means consciousness. Ananda. Ananda means fullness, completeness. That is Atma. So, the definition of Atma is given. Now all the words are new. All the words are new to the Shishya. So, therefore, this definition of Atma is going to be further elaborated. This definition of Atma, what I mean is, the words which define the Atma will be elaborated. The words which are used to define Atma will be further elaborated. How? In the form of the questions asked by Shishya, answer given by the Acharya. Every word will be further explained in detail. But before that, we will have some understanding of what it is, what this definition is. So, if the definition of Atma is asked, the answer is this: Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharirat Vitirtaha Panchakoshatitaha San Avastatraya Sakshi Satchidananda Rupaha Sanyagatishthati Sa Atma. This is the definition of Atma. You need to know this. You need to memorize this definition. In fact, the whole text deserves to be memorized. All the basic terms of Vedanta are defined in this text. And the terms are used often. So therefore, better to memorize. And if not possible to memorize the whole text, at least this definition of Atma is important. Okay, now Atma. Why should we know Atma? Because what we are doing is Tattvabodha Vichara. What we are doing is Vichara. Vichara means inquiry. Inquiry, what inquiry? Viveka Vichara, discriminative inquiry. Of what? Tattvam. We are engaging in the discriminative inquiry of Tattvam, the truth. The truth is Atma is Satya, and everything else other than Atma, Sarvam Mithya. Atma is Satyaha, Anatma, which is everything. Everything other than Atma is Anatma, is Mithya. So inquiry into inquiry into the Tattvam, to gain the knowledge that Atma is Satyam and everything is Mithya. This is the vision of the Shastram. This is the Tattvaryam of the Shastram. To understand that, you need to do the inquiry. The inquiry one cannot do by oneself. Atma kaha, what is Atma? Atma is this I. What we say, I, this I, from the Janma, from the birth onwards till the end, we all use the word I referring to this, referring to whatever you mean. I. What is the nature of that I? What is that I really is? That is the inquiry. Not knowing what this I is, we use this I, taking I to be different from what it is really. So the inquiry, who am I? Suppose Atma kaha. You can say it as who am I? That is the meaning of the word, meaning of the sentence, Atma kaha. The question is, Atma kaha. The meaning is, who am I? This is what really the Shishya asked. The Shishya wants to know, who am I? And the Shastram uses the word Atma. Because this I is identified with so many things, therefore the confusion is, what is this I really? Therefore, who am I? This is self-inquiry. Who am I cannot inquire independently on your own. Because this is not an object. I is not an object. If it is an object, you can do inquiry on your own. You can apply, you can operate the pramanas which are available at your disposal, and you can attempt to know what this I, if it is an object. But I is not an object. If it is an object and it is available for inquiry using the pramanams, the scientific pramanams, if it is available for scientific investigation, then you can do inquiry. But Atma is not. Even it is not available for the sadhaka, for the person. It is not available as an object to do inquiry. Therefore, how to do this inquiry, vichara? Vichara is done only with the help of Shastram. Shastra vichara is Atma vichara. Shastra vichara is Atma vichara. That's why Shastra Patanam is important. Shastra Patanam, it is not just we study a text. It is the inquiry or the analysis of myself. So, Tattvabodha vichara is done through the Atma vichara, and Atma vichara is through Shastra vichara. And Shastram also you cannot study on your own. Therefore, you need the guidance, the help of the teacher. Along with the Acharya, the inquiry into the Shastram is taken up. So therefore, Shastra vichara is Atma vichara. Atma vichara is Shastra vichara. So this definition of the Atma given by the Shastram will be further inquired upon. And already the Acharya had defined Atma is Satyam. And other than Atma, which is Anatma, which is Mithya. What is Satyam? Satyam is that which exists independently, doesn't depend on anything, doesn't need anything for its existence. That is Satyam. Like a clay exists independently, doesn't depend on pot for its existence. Pot is made of clay or made from clay. Pot is made from clay. Pot owes its existence to clay. Without clay, pot cannot exist. But clay can exist without pot. Clay can exist without pot. Even when the pot is destroyed, the clay continue to exist. Therefore, clay is Satyam. Pot is Mithya. The Mithya pot cannot exist independent of Satya clay. And this Satya clay, it enjoys independent existence, and Mithya clay enjoys dependent existence. It cannot have the same status as that of the clay. So therefore, Mithya, the pot is Mithya, the pot is Anatma, clay is Atma. This is how we start to understand Satyam Mithya. If this example is understood, then this Atma, Anatma, Satyam Mithya will be understood. And Chandogya, it beautifully says, Vacharambaram Vikaro Namadeyam, Mritika Ityeva Satyam. The name and form is Mithya. The name and form of the pot which is nothing but the clay having the name and form. The name and form attributed to clay, that is Mithya. And Satyam is the clay. Satyam exists by itself. Mithya cannot exist. Atma is Satyam when we say it exists independently. Therefore, Atma Satyaha, Satya Atma. And this Atma, now the Satya Atma, do I know the Satya Atma? Do I know the Satya Atma? If you ask, this Satya Atma, this Atma we cannot say it is not totally unknown. We cannot say that this Atma is totally unknown to me. You cannot say. So therefore, Atma is not that something which is totally unknown. You are using I. You never stop using I. I means Atma. So it means you are using I, it means you must be knowing what Atma is. So the knowledge of Atma must be there because you use I, Atma, meaning Atma. If you know Atma, then why should we study Shastram? Shruti is not required. And if you know already Atma, then the Shruti also repeating the same thing what you already know. If it is already known to you, what is the need to operate this Shruti Pramanam to know the already known thing? You are reading a text, say for example, physics or chemistry. The subject matter of the book is known to you. You have mastered the chemistry. You have mastered the particular topic, organic chemistry. All the equations, all the IUPAC name, everything is known to you. The nomenclature of the hydrocarbons, it is known to you thoroughly. Will you read the book again to gain the knowledge? Not required. Already it is known to you. It is known to you, then why should you read that text again? Not required. So if Atma is known to you, why should you study Shastram again? And if Shastram also, why should repeat what is already known? And Shastram, what is the status of Shastram being a Pramanam? If it repeats, if it retells already the known thing, then if Shastram repeats the already known thing, then it cannot be Shastram. It ceases to be a Pramana. Ushnaha Agnihi, Sheetam Jalam. Water is cold. And the fire is hot. Fire is hot. This is a common knowledge. We know it. To know this, if the Shastram says water is cold, fire is hot, already known. To know this, will you study the Shastram? Already known fact, already it is a known fact. To know that, you need not study Shastram. Shastra means, I'm not doing this, any text, any scientific Vijnana Shastram. Vijnana Shastram, you don't have to study. Because fire is hot, you know, it is Anubhava. Water is cold, Anubhava. So Vijnana Shastram need not be studied because it is known. Similarly, if Atma is known to you, then is it not like studying the Vijnana Shastram which says Sheetam Jalam, Ushnaha Agnihi iti. So therefore, Shastram doesn't need to tell.
Guruji, we are not able to hear you.
Not able to hear me. It's only you or everybody?
We are able
No,
to.
Guruji,
We hear you clearly,
we
sir.
are able.
Yes.
Yes.
Clearly hear you, sir.
So therefore, Shastram doesn't need to tell what is already known. Already known. Therefore, if Atma is known, if Atma is already known to you, then it means the Shastram is repeating what is already known. If Shastram repeats what is known, then it ceases to be a Shastram. This is number one. Now we say Shastram is a Pramanam. So therefore it must be telling, it must be teaching what is not known. What is not. Then only Shastram is a Pramanam. Now if Atma is completely unknown to you, if Atma is completely unknown to you, then Shastram can teach you what Atma is. Then only Shastram also get the status of being a Pramana. Anadigata, Abadita, Arthavat, Phalabodhakam Pramanam. That is the definition of Pramanam. Shastram get the status of Pramanam because Shastram teaches Atma which is not known to you, which is totally unknown to you. Therefore, Shastram can teach. But Atma is not that completely unknown to us. If it is unknown, then we will not be using the word Atma, we will not be using the word I. So therefore it seems the Atma, it is not that it is unknown, at the same time it is not that it is known. In between, it is known, at the same time not known. It is known and unknown. When a thing can be called a known as well as unknown, either you know a thing known, either you don't know a thing unknown. That is how we categorically see the things. Known thing, unknown thing. But Atma is in between. It is known, at the same time unknown. It is known, at the same time unknown, not completely. It is known, but not completely. It means there is a confusion regarding Atma. That is what it means. There is a misconclusion, there is a confusion, confused understanding with regard to what this Atma is. We take this Atma to be, Atma meaning I. We take this I to be this body mind sense complex. This body, the Sharira, mind, Manas, and Indriya, the sense organs with which we operate and gain knowledge, we take this Atma to be that. Before inquiring into the Shastram, before coming to study Shastram, this is what everybody, every human being assumes or thinks or concludes to Atma to be, oneself to be. This conclusion is so strong, that I am this body, mind, sense complex, Sharira Mana Sangata. This conclusion is so strong. How I say it is so strong? The condition of the body is taken to be the condition of me. The bodily features, the bodily conditions are taken to be the conditions of me. The growth of the body is taken to be the growth of me. The decay of the body is taken to be the decay of me. The death of the body is taken to be death of me. The sickness of the body is taken to be the sickness of me. The well-being of the body is also taken to be well-being of me. The beauty of the body is taken to be the beauty of me. And the complex, the color is taken to be is taken to be the feature, the color, the condition of me. When a person say you are beautiful what? Then when you hear the word, you feel happy. You are beautiful. He says only your body, a form of you. This body is seen by other person and says you are handsome, you are beautiful. You feel good. But you yourself cannot see your form. If mirror is not there, how will you appreciate the beauty of your body? The other person, only when the other person says, you know. If mirror is not there, you cannot see yourself. And he is praising you, praising your body, and you are so happy. You are happy with the praise. You are happy with the praise about a thing which you cannot see. It's available only for your perception, but not for the vision. Is appreciating your beauty. Beauty is physical, external beauty, and that you cannot see it. You can use the body to perceive things, but you cannot perceive the body. You cannot see the body. You cannot see the body, the beauty of the body. And you feel so good about the body because other person compliments you. Then you think yourself, I am beautiful. What is this I am? This I is attributed to the body. So the body is taken to be I. This is strong, so strong. Similarly, if the body is sick, nobody says my body is sick. They say I am sick. They say I am sick. If you are sick, suppose I am sick, when you say, are you sick? This I am sick. Are you sick all the time? Because I am sick is a statement. It is a statement which is not totally true also. For time being, I am sick. I refer to the body. Suppose if he ask you what is your name, you say, I am so and so. I am Sharan. You say, this is a fact. This is going to be there as long as this body survives. This is going to be that I am Sharan. I am tall. I am fair. I am dark. I am brown. This is going to be there from the birth of the body to the death of the body. This. What about I am sick? Is it going to be from the birth to death? No. The sickness comes and sickness goes away. It is not going to stay permanently. So sickness is not an attribute of even attribute of the body. But you are using the word I am sick. You are using the word I, attributing the I to the body, and you say the body is sick. The body is temporarily sick. The sickness is not the attribute of the body. It is sick now. It will become all right later. So therefore, the mistake is committed at different levels. The body is taken to be oneself. When the body is sick, we say we are sick. When the body is well, we say we are well. Like any other object, the body is external only. It is external to you. A mobile is external. A book is external. A tree is external to you. A mountain is external to you. These are external to you. Even other person, the family member is external to you. When that person is sick, you don't say, I am sick. Maybe you can say, if you identify with that person, when the abhimana is so strong, then you can say, I am sick. But physically you are not sick, mentally you may be sick. That's a different thing. But you don't say, I am sick. The body is sick, you don't say. Because it is external to you. Similarly, this body is also external to you. When the body is sick, then why do you say, I am sick? This body like an external object. As you don't attribute the property of the external things to you, this body, which is external to you, why do you attribute the property of this external shariram on you, the Atma? That shows this abhimana with this body mind sense complex is so strong. The shortness of the body is considered to be the shortness of me. The tallness of the body is considered to be the tallness of me. Similarly, the fatness. Fatness is a big complex. When somebody says fat, we can't accept. How can I be fat? They are referring to the body. And I identify with the body. Therefore, the fatness, when they say, I take the fatness, attribute the fatness to the Atma. So you see, it is the transfer of the attributes on both sides. Atma is considered to be fat. And this shariram, which is functioning, which is conscious, which is because of the Atma, minus Atma, the shariram doesn't survive. It is dead body. So there is a transfer of the attributes from both sides. Atma, which is Chaitanyam, which is consciousness, whose the consciousness, Atma, whose Swarupam is consciousness, because of which the body is consciousness, and we take the body to be really conscious, as though it has got this consciousness inherently. That is one transfer. Second transfer is body being anatma, it has got a form, it has got a name, it has got all the attributes. These are transferred to the Atma. And Atma is taken to be tall, short, fat, fair, beautiful, ugly. All the properties of the body are attributed to Atma. So it is mutual transfer of attributes. Atmanaha, the attributes, lakshanani, that is transferred to anatma. And anatmanaha lakshanani transferred to atma. So in both ways the transfer happens, and therefore there is a strong misconclusion. This is the conclusion. This conclusion, how does it look like? It looks like taking oneself to be this body. It looks like a wood claiming that it is only table. A gold claiming that it is only chain. A fiber complaining, that is only shawl. Clay claiming, not complaining, claiming. It's claiming. Clay claiming that it is only pot. A wood claims that it is only table. How can a wood claim to be a table? Table is made from wood. Table is made from wood. But even if you destroy the table, wood will continue to be. A necklace, a chain is made from gold. Even if the chain is destroyed, and it can be converted to another ornament. Another form and name can be given, but gold continues to be. Similarly, the shawl can be dismantled and becomes a fiber and can be converted into another material, another cloth, another form. It can be given. Similarly, the pot can be destroyed and can be brought back to clay, and from the clay you can make another. But the clay claims that it is only pot. The wood claims that it is only table. It looks as though the form of the pot, as though becomes the deciding factor of what the clay is. The form of the chain decides what the gold is. The form of the shawl decides what a fiber is. The form of the body decides what Atma is. That is the condition. That condition is because of our misconclusion. So this misconclusion has to be removed. Therefore only Shastram, because we have strong abhimana with this body, mind, sense complex. Therefore, Shastram first defines what it is not, what Atma is not. This I, the Atma, which cannot be conditioned, but it is conditioned, as though conditioned. That which cannot be conditioned, if Atma is conditioned, is conditionable, then it cannot be Atma. Like, if clay can be conditioned by pot, then clay is not Satyam. Clay cannot be independent because it is pot as conditioned. But it is not a fact, we know. Clay is the Karanam, which can be given a form, and the form and the name, that is pot. And we understand the pot is nothing but it is made from the clay. Minus clay, the pot doesn't exist. That's fine. Similarly, this I, the Atma, suppose if it is conditioned by the Shariram, the body, mind, senses, then what happens? Then the Atma cannot be Satyam because it is conditioned by the Anatma Shariram. Therefore, we use the word as though. The word as though is important. Eva. This I, the Atma, is as though conditioned by the body, mind, sense complex. And we have got bodies are three types of body. Three types of body with which we enjoy. At the gross level, the Atma is as though conditioned by the gross body. This gross body, this body, which is nothing but a bundle of matter, it is nourished with food, and it is made up of various elements and elementals. The body, therefore the body, since it is nourished with food, it grows and undergoes a lot of changes over a period of time, and after some years it decays and finally perishes also, dies. And the death of the body is taken to be the death of the Atma. This is because of the Sharira Abhimana. And this Sharira Abhimana is, it's so evident. This identification with the body, mind, senses is so evident, and it's also so intense. All our responses to the external world are based on this condition of this body, mind. So, therefore, this body, this Shariram, the external condition, the external features of the body, the external condition of the body is taken to be the condition of Atma. You have a date of birth. You have a date of birth. You have a date of birth, you have a place of birth. So, what has a date of birth? This body has a date of birth. This body has date of birth. The body has a place of birth. And therefore, the body, it comes in time. It is located in space. Located in space, it's located in time. So, the location of the body is the location of you, location of me. The locus of I is the locus of the body. The condition of the body is the condition of me. The body is getting old, then I say I'm getting old. And the body is sick, I am sick. And also the relationship with others, the relationship with others in the form of the husband or wife, father, mother, all these are through this body only. Through this body, which is nothing but matter, through this matter body only. And also the gender of the body. The gender is only for the body. The gender, the nationality, the religion, or the varna, ashrama, the gotra, all the attributes, all these identification, all my identification are only with this Stula Shariram. This is Stula Shariram. But we have seen that Stula Shariram is not me. The birth of Stula Shariram is not the birth of me. The condition of Stula Shariram is not the condition of me. That we have clearly seen. Therefore, here the Acharya says, Stula Sharirat Vyatirittaha. Atma is Vyatirittaha, different from, distinct from Stula Shariram. So Stula Shariram cannot be you. Stula Shariram is you, but you are not a Stula Shariram. Stula Shariram is you, but you are not the Stula Shariram. What is this confusing statement? That is, it's like pot is clay. Pot which is made from clay, therefore pot is clay. Pot is clay, but clay is not the pot. Stula Shariram is me, but I am not the Stula Shariram. When you say like that, when you say and you understand, then it means you understand what Mithya is. When you say Stula Shariram is me, I am not the Stula Shariram, it means Stula Shariram is Mithya. Clay is pot. You cannot say clay is pot. Pot is clay. Pot is clay, but clay is not the pot. Pot is clay, but clay is not the pot. When you say pot is Mithya, Mithya means it has got only a Nama and Rupa. It is not Satyam. It doesn't exist independently. Similarly, Stula Shariram doesn't exist on its own. Stula Shariram functions. Stula Shariram is enlivened by Atma. Minus Atma, minus me, the Stula Shariram doesn't exist. So, therefore, Stula Shariram cannot be me. Cannot be me. I cannot be Stula Shariram. Therefore, the Acharya says, what Atma is not. At the gross level, it dismisses Stula Shariram is not Atma. Stula Sharirat Vyatirittaha Atma. Similarly, at the Sukshma level, what is the Sukshma level? The Sukshma level, when I identify with this mind, the manas. Manas is sukshma. Sukshma means subtle. Mind is subtle. The thoughts, the emotions, the feeling, all the thinking, the decision making, everything is done by the mind. Even our understanding of a thing, it is through the mind, the buddhi. So therefore we say that is also a shariram. We are going to see later what this stula shariram is. What does it comprise of? When you say I am intelligent, when you say I am an engineer, what is this? Who is an engineer? The body is engineer? The body is a doctor? Or the body is intelligent? No. You are identifying with your mind, and therefore you say, I am a doctor. Because the knowledge of medicine is in the mind. The knowledge of being an engineer is in the mind. The knowledge of science is there in the mind. Therefore, you can call yourself a scientist. Body is not a scientist. You are the scientist. You means that when you say you are the scientist, the you refers to the mind, not the body. So, this is the mental identification. Identification with the mind. So, this is at the sukshma level. Okay. If the condition, the status or the condition of the mind is taken to be the condition of the Atma. The status of the mind is taken to be the status of Atma. But is it the Atma? Is Atma a doctor? Is Atma an engineer? Is Atma is intelligent? Atma is continues to be what it is. All these are superimposed on Atma. Therefore, it is not Atma. Mind is not Atma. So we have to dismiss the mind. Mind also, not only mind, we are going to see the Sukshma Shariram, which is composed of 17 components. Sukshma Shariram. All these, not Atma. Therefore, Sukshma Sharirat Vyatirittaha. Atma is distinct from the Sukshma Shariram also. And Karana Shariram. Karana Shariram we will discuss in detail later. It is going to come. For now, I will say only this much about Karana Shariram. That is, the Shariram which is responsible for the birth of Sukshma Shariram. That is Karana Shariram. That Karana Shariram also cannot be Atma. Because all these are Shariram. All these are Shariram. Since being Shariram, therefore the three cannot be Atma. Therefore the author says, Stula Sukshma Karana Sharirat Vyatirittaha Atma. Vyatirittaha means different, distinct. So, with what we operate every day, with what we have Abhimana so strongly, all the three are dismissed. So therefore this is not Atma. But what is Atma is not yet defined. What is Anatma is defined. Sthula Shariram is Anatma, Sukshma Shariram is Anatma, and Karana Shariram is Anatma. If it is Anatma, if it is not you, then why you bother about these three? But we bother. We are so much worried about these three, Sthula Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, Karana Shariram. That is why we are samsaris. For a jnani who understands the Atma to be distinct from these three, he doesn't have abhimana with this Shariram. Therefore, he is a jnani. He understands the Satya Atma. He has gained the knowledge of what Atma is. Therefore, he is a jnani. He has got jnanam, jnanam of Satya Atma. And also the jnanam of Nitya Anatma, both. Jnanam of Satya Atma and jnanam of Nitya Anatma. Understanding what Anatma. He understands what Anatma is. What is not me also he knows. What is me and what is not me. Therefore he is a jnani. So at the first level, here the Acharya defines what is not you. What is you must be known, and what is not you also must be known. Because you are taking what is not you to be you. Therefore, it has to be dismissed. That is why Acharya here, he first negates, he dismisses what is not Atma. So this is Anatma definition. In fact, this is Anatma definition. Stula Sukshma Karana Shariram is not you. Stula Sukshma Karana Shariram is not you. Anatma. This what then it is Anatma. Distinct from this Anatma is what is that is Atma. So through Anatma he defines what Atma is. Then he is going to further say what is Atma further through this. This is called Viveka. This is called Viveka. Knowing a thing through another thing, dismissing that other thing, which is not what it is, which is not what the reality is. That is called Viveka. That's why it's called Viveka Vichara, Atma Vichara, Tattva Vichara, Shastra Vichara. We'll discuss on this further in the next class. So we stop here. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.